Undead and folks. I made a promise and I ain't gonna lie to you, I definitely did not follow through with it. I shouldn't say I made a promise, I kind of just had a word and an idea and plan of what I wanted to do. I wanted to get my kind of videos set up over the last couple days that I had a vacation going on. It didn't happen. Also, the start of this video is gonna actually be the montage, so it is going to be a little bit of a quick intro. As always, I am the resident dweller of the underworld, Dark Anubis, coming at you guys. Enjoy it, and we'll talk a little bit more here very soon.
Dead across the room, but I am trying. Stuck beneath the spinning glow of a familiar hue. Struck by your impression like all love goes next to you, but I will try to stand and make it down the hall, but in the sound, I'm barely here at all. I wanna meet you at a slow dance. I wanna meet you, but it's too soon. Dead across the room. I wanna meet you at a slow dance. I wanna meet you, but it's too soon. I wanna meet you, but I can't speak. Or dead across the room, but I am trying. It's so hard to meet where you across the room. I wanna meet you at a slow dance. I wanna meet you, but it's too soon. I wanna meet you, but I can't speak. Or dead across the room, but I am trying so it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in, when the tide comes in.
And like I said, I did not realize the montage was going to be so early, but we had a lot of goblin villages in our first clips of the video, if you will, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. There was also a slight wall building montage, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I totally messed up. I was supposed to be recording a bunch of videos to get caught up with the offensive only account. It did not happen. Maybe sometime this weekend we'll get it done. At the recording of this video, it's technically also supposed to be Warships Thursday, but that's not gonna happen either. Like I said, lots of stuff going on in life, keeping busy, trying to enjoy some family time, touching some grass, the whole shebang. You guys know how it goes. Anyway, regardless of all of that, today's video, kind of just a little bit more progress on the offensive only account. It is pretty cool. We're actually going to unlock the Barbarian King later in the video, so you'll get to see a little bit of him action and other stuff like that. Not to spoil too much, we will see it as we go along. Also, there is a new, at the time of the recording of this video, a new update for Clash of Clans. A new troop came out. The Druid, the healer Druid, just the Druid, either one. A new healing based character that turns into a gigantic bear. There's also hardcore COC for all of you COC heads who think that Clash of Clans has gotten a little bit too easy. There's a hard mode that kind of brings in a little bit more difficulty. I think the buildings do a little more damage. Your heroes do a little bit less damage or a little bit less health. So interesting stuff. Unfortunately, we don't unlock the Druid until Town Hall 14, I believe. So you guys won't be able to see too much action from me. As you guys know, the furthest we have gotten on any of our accounts is Town Hall 12. So maybe in a month or 2, 3, 4, I don't know. It depends on how long it takes. We will see those in action, but unfortunately, I do not have access to a level, or I should say Town Hall 14 account, unfortunately. So besides that, today's video, like I said, is just all about, there will be some clan hits, some progression-based stuff, and I honestly don't have any idea what else is in here. I honestly think... Oop. That being said, our shameless shout-out, of course, if you guys enjoy the absolutely unscripted, terrible layout of the videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It is free after all, and turn on those bell notifications for all of the shenanigans here in the underworld, of course. Plans. What do we have planned coming up? Not a whole lot. Like I said, the worship season is actually about to end on Boom Beach, so not going to have too many more worships like things for that until next season starts. We probably will do the crab. I did miss out on last month's legendary trophy, but we definitely want to jump back on that. There's also some cool Clash of Clans stuff going on. I want to do a video, now that we're in Town Hall 12, it's a good time for me to do a attack strategy video. I actually have a really great strategy that I've been enjoying quite a bit using. It's pretty effective, probably like 90-95% 3 stars. So I'd like to show you guys that out. It's a little spammy, but hey, you know, that's kind of how some of the attacks will end up being, of course. Oh, and I totally missed the clip. We did go to Town Hall 7, that's right. That unlocks, of course, the Dark Barracks as well as the Barbarian King, both super huge. This is where Hogs, of course, get introduced, as well as the King tactics. Both are very lovely strategies. You'll see a little bit of them later in the video. And like I said, I'm a huge fan, of course, Mass Hogs and the Barbarian King, the first of many heroes to get. And boy, is he a good old fun time. So expect to see a little bit more of him. As far as the offensive only part of the account goes, we are going to try to get our heroes max per level. So now it gets a little bit more difficult. Of course, we were focused on what was going on in the laboratory for the troops, but now we're going to be doing the laboratory and the heroes. It'll probably fall behind at some points in the series, of course, just because there's so many levels to get through heroes, and it's probably like the longest time it takes in the whole game aspect is just sitting there waiting for heroes to upgrade. Of course, having them down makes attacks a little bit harder to get and resources to get to some extent. So expect that to take a little bit slower of a path, especially when we hit Town Hall 9. I think we'll still be able to get through 7 and 8 relatively quick, but Town Hall 9 is where it's going to get a little bit slower with the Queen, and of course subsequently Town Hall 11 and 13 with the Warden and Royal Champion, which they're both kind of far in retrospect because, like I said, we haven't even got the Royal Champion on the main account yet. So it will be a little bit quicker, I think, going this way, but we'll see. And we're going to slowly build up the base as we go. Like I said, it is considered strategic rushing, so the main priority, of course, is going to be air defenses is an important one, expos are a good one, Inferno Towers at Town Hall 10, the Eagle Artillery at Town Hall 11, all very important defenses that we want to make sure we continue to level up. I also cheat a little bit in this video, and I don't know if it'll show here. Is it going to show here? Found on the next Dragon Ball Z. Oh, I guess not. It'll probably show. I do use like a little bit of diamonds on some of the upgrades. We do have the Goblin, which, in my opinion, in hindsight, is definitely a ripoff. But at the time, I didn't really pay attention too much. I was just trying to get a little bit more progress in the account. So that's definitely what we decided to do, was use the second Goblin for some laboratory upgrades. I think once or twice, maybe 3 times max. So, and I wouldn't say any more than 100 diamonds were used in that aspect. Or what is it, gems? I think it's gems. So be prepared for that. I know we haven't got our 5th builder, so we shouldn't be wasting any gems, but of course we do a little bit. We do kind of settle out after that, I think, at this point on, after doing the Goblin a couple times, and of course the Barb King, which I think we also build maybe with diamonds, I think. Besides that, we do start to build up our diamonds, and hopefully in the subsequent episodes you guys will see. I'd like to, before Town Hall 10, I would say, maybe middle of Town Hall 9, I would like to get that 5th builder. I know it's possible to probably get it at like 8 if we really grind it out, or earlier, but I'm not grinding this account that much. This account is strictly mostly for, it's just kind of like updates of what's going on. I play it when I can, I jump on, get the upgrades, and then I kind of move on for right now. It's just kind of showing off that it can be done, how the series goes. I'm trying to show off majority of my attacks. I'm not going to lie to you guys, we have missed a few attacks from here and there, but I would say probably like 85 to 90% of the attacks that I've done on this account, including clan attacks, NPC attacks, the Goblin villages, and the player versus player battles, have pretty much all been recorded. So, like I said, the only times I don't is if I forget to record, or if it's like middle of the attack. And as you guys have seen, I've also done some like replay attacks and recorded those. So all very important to show you guys kind of how that progress is doing, how we are holding up against the other bases, of course. As far as like clan wars are concerned, this clan is, the mini Nova's kind of slowed down quite a bit. We're kind of in a weird limbo between SuperNova and mini Nova. We don't have quite enough people to fill up SuperNova, so a lot of our mini Nova guys have kind of transferred back over. So not too many clan wars you'll see on this clan in future videos, just because until we build SuperNova back up, or until maybe one of you folks watching is wanting to join maybe a brand new account, or brand new to the game, or a veteran who wants to build a new account and you want to join the mini Nova family, feel free to comment down below and I can give out that information. So until I kind of build up the clan, you won't see as many clan war attacks from this account, or clan games, or CWL. So, but I'll try to show that off a little bit more on the main account, and hopefully at some point we do get this clan kind of set back up again. So kind of a slow burn, if you will. And here's another great attack. I really was enjoying the Giants and Wizard hits, with the finishing cleanup crew being the, what do you call them? War balloons? I'm drawing a blank. The balloons, if you will. Using the balloons as cleanup just once those air defenses are down, because there are so few defenses at these levels that can hit balloons, besides like maybe archer towers, air defenses. I would say are the big two. Wizard towers can, but I honestly don't think wizard towers are super problematic, especially if you're not using like massive cluster of balloons. So like I said, I think they're definitely fun to use kind of as the cleanup crew if your ground troops end up dying or taking too much damage, if you will. So, but we will eventually move over to mass hogs, and then some other attack styles that, like I said, I've kind of been enjoying. So this account I played a little bit differently than what I did on my main account, just because I had a better understanding of the game. I wasn't so concerned about what was considered meta in this account. I kind of just did what I enjoyed and what I thought worked. So, but yeah, so far so good. Not complaining too much. Besides that, I'm trying to think what else can we talk about. I don't really even know. I feel like I haven't missed too much as far as Clash of Clans are concerned. And like I said, this account, as you guys have seen, is back from the Moon event, or the Moon month. So this video is definitely long overdue. Like I said, the time that I'm recording it, or recording the voiceover for it, of course, is a different story. We're in, you know, modern time or whatever the case is, but it did, I did record this video so long ago, so honestly, I don't even remember what my thought process was for half the stuff that I was doing, to be frank with you. And of course, like I said, we show off majority of our attacks, so we're going to show off the tutorial videos. I know, super boring, that's why I put it on like 4 or 5 times speed so that we can run through it. I'm sure you guys can figure out the tutorial stuff if you want yourself. You can simply click, or you can try it yourself even without doing the tutorial mode, so keep that in mind. But yeah, at some point I would like to start getting into like the attack methods and like different attack style that you can use with these rushed bases. Now mind you, all that being said, even though I'm rushing in an extent, it's still strategic rushing. So most of my troops are pretty leveled up, or comparable to whatever the town hall is. So there's often times where I can't really show like how a rush player could work, just because my troops are pretty much where they need to be. So it's gonna basically feel like a normal town hall tech, if you will, with the exception of like onesies and twosies. There will be a point, I imagine, where we just won't be able to keep up because sooner or later the defenses will end up catching up. There's just far too much time it takes for troops to level up in the laboratory, plus the heroes that, even with my like sniper towers and cannons being level 1 right now, it doesn't mean that they'll remain that way. Eventually it'll be, like I said, so much downtime for the builders, so I'm going to start building up those defenses and they will catch up. I would say probably by Town Hall 12 or 13 is where I expect them to like thoroughly catch up or get close enough to where it's like, is it really rushed anymore at that point? So I know a lot of people that do their strategic rush series also do it within like a couple months. I think if I were to keep it real hardcore, it definitely would be that amount of time, but I don't think you'll see us hit like crazy record 14, 15, 16 in like a matter of months. I mean, by the time these videos come out, you'll maybe see, I don't know, by the time we catch up, we will probably be at like Town Hall 10 or 11 if I had to guess to the videos, and then at that point, like I said, it'll be like weekly, bi-weekly kind of update on what's going on with the account, and hopefully over the next, maybe by like September, we see like Town Hall 12, 13, maybe 14 if we're lucky. So, and we started this account back in March, I want to say, maybe April, probably April. So like I said, it's like a 5-6 month process, which is definitely quicker than what a free-to-play player would do, or a player who focuses completely on the whole base, which, as we know, can you ever truly max your base? You know, even with all the faster upgradings and all that stuff that has come out since the beginning of Clash of Clans, like I said, not super familiar with it, I still understand that it takes several months between each town hall if you're playing free-to-play without using gold pass, any form of money, and any of that stuff, if you're strictly just letting stuff build the way it is. So, because as you guys know, once you get up to those higher town halls, it takes a little bit longer for stuff to upgrade and things of that nature. So this was a fun attack, and I don't know if I sped this up too much. I don't think I did, just because this was a really good attack, super solid. This was like a relatively max level 8 base, so, or level 7. No, I think it was a level 8. So, and of course this was like a big component of showing off the mass hogs attack. So this was just a fun hit, to say the least, and kind of just shows off how strong the hogs are. We almost lost here, ironically enough. I think the only thing that really saved us was the Clan Castle Hogs, excuse me. The Clan Castle Hogs, and they almost all ate it right there from a giant bomb. The big thing to note with those mass hog attacks is making sure that you put the heals in the right spots, especially for the bomb tower, if they're taking a lot of splash damage from like wizard towers / mortars, and of course the occasional giant bomb. 1 or 2 of those will knock out most of your hogs if they're all bunched up. So keeping those heals not stacking up too much together, super important. Things that I learned when I first went through the first time, and still learning to this time. So we'll see if we continue to use hogs. I know once you get kind of beyond Town Hall 8, they die out just a little bit for, you know, witches and all that stuff, but I'd like to try to use them a little bit longer and maybe try them in some other things. I know there's a fun hybrid attack with the Queen Charge and Hog / Miners at Town Hall 10 or 11, so we'll see how that goes too as well. Excuse me. And yep, there we go. It's just slowly a cleanup there. Probably could have sped this part up just a little bit, but a nice little 3-star kind of to show off at the end of the video for the most part. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to jump on sometime this weekend to do a little bit more of the recordings. You guys will have to let me know how that goes. Or I guess I'll let you guys know how that goes. But anyway, as always, there's only one way we know how to say goodbye on this channel. I am the resident dweller of the underworld, the casual player's player, the David to Max Player's Goliath, Dark Anubis, and I will catch you all next time. Peace.
Top A train, I'll go.